Hello, everyone. I'm Brian Easterday, and welcome to another episode of the Storm Astrology. So today I'm going to be talking about some gemstone remedies that we can use in Vedic astrology. And the way we're going to be doing this is learning how to figure out what gemstones to use based off of specific astrological placements in your chart. So first off, what you're going to need to be able to do is learn how to read a Vedic chart and know what your chart is. So keep in mind when calculating any type of remedy, especially working with something like a gemstone for a ritual remedy, make sure that you are using a sidereal chart, ideally a Vedic chart, but at least sidereal calculations. Otherwise, don't apply this to a tropical chart. So that's my disclaimer on this. Okay. So that being said, let me go ahead and share my screen and I will pull up a chart example here. So let me go ahead and open another one here. And I'll just use my chart for an example. Okay, so here the other day I had spoke about a general overall stone that you can wear, which is known as your life stone. And this is going to be based off the planet that rules your ascendant or your lagna. So here we can see I'm a Pisces ascendant, so Jupiter is my ruling planet. So any stone associated with Jupiter, which is going to be like yellow sapphire, yellow topaz, or citrine, would be my life stone. But the other ones I'm going to share with you today are going to be based off of your 5th house and your 9th house rulers. The 5th house ruler is going to help bring about creativity, stimulate education, these type of things that the 5th house deals with. It can also be good for improving things in relationships with children, those type of things. And the 9th house is a house of luck. So the stone that or the planet that rules the 9th house is going to be that's like our lucky stone. It really helps bring in our luck. So in my case here in chart, being a Pisces lagna, moon being in my moon ruling my 5th house, because my 5th house is Cancer. So the stone associated with moon would be moonstone or pearl. Or my 9th house being Scorpio, that's ruled by Mars, so that's going to be red coral. Okay, so simple enough to figure out there once you understand how to read a chart. So go pull up your chart. If you don't know how to get your Vedic chart, there's a free app you can download called Cosmic Insights. It doesn't cost you anything. Enter your birth information and it's going to pull up a chart. The style of chart that I was displaying, there's a North Indian style chart, so make sure you put it on there, and then you can be able to see which signs are in the 1st house, the 5th house, and the 9th house. So again, the 1st house ruler being your overall life stone, that's just good to wear. The 5th house ruler being good for stimulating creativity, and the 9th house ruler being good for stimulating luck. Now, once you figure out what planets are ruling that, I have a handy little slide here for you that I'll share. That shows, actually, let me get rid of this logo here real quick. That way you guys can see this better. There we go. Okay, so here I have pretty obvious each of the planets listed with the stones that are associated with them. So for the sun, obviously a ruby, a red spinel, or garnet is the stone that you're going to work with, specifically a red garnet. So keep in mind there's many different colors of garnet. So red garnet is the one that you want to work with. For Mercury, so this is going to be if you were a Gemini or a Virgo ascendant, you're going to want to work with emerald, peridot, or jade. Savarite could be another one that you could work with. That's actually a green form of garnet. Venus, so if you're a Taurus or a Libra lagna, the life stone for you would be diamond, white zircon, white topaz, or quartz. And then, so on and so forth here. So feel free to screenshot the slide, save it. That way you can reference back to it as you can use it and figure out, what is your general life stone. And that's a good one to work with all around. And then you can figure out what your other lucky stones are that you can use. And this is kind of one technique that you can use for figuring out stones. There are other techniques that are a little bit more advanced that I'll teach later on that deal with the Devata planets. So these are like 3 planets that are your 3, you could think of them as your 3 helpers in this lifetime. And each one of them is associated with a different level of ourself. So our Ishta Devata being our highest self, our Dharma Devata being our unconscious mind, and our Palana Devata being our subconscious mind. So in figuring out what those planets are, we can specifically in ritual choose to either target subconscious mind or unconscious mind, or work with our higher self, or whatever it may be. And there are stones associated with those planets, obviously. So in doing so, you can work with that. So that's a little bit more of an advanced technique to actually teach how to calculate those. So I'll be doing that in another video. But this is a very quick one that anyone who, even if you're not very familiar with astrology, can very easily go and pull up their chart, figure out what stones they are. Now, the little caveat to this is there will be an ideal position on your body, like a certain finger or a certain place on your body, a certain side on your body to wear these on. And you'll also want that certain metal, but that's actually going to be dependent on your personal chart. And I can't give an overall one for that. The stones I can give the basic information on, but the rest of it I have to actually look at the specific chart to be able to figure it out from there. But that's some useful information for you guys. So I hope you guys find that valuable and can be able to apply it. If anyone is interested in figuring out how to read charts more to actually start studying Vedic astrology, I offer 2 free astrology courses. All you have to do is scan the code here or click the link in the comments, and you'll be able to sign up and get 2 free courses. Just make sure you actually make sure to confirm your email so it can go ahead and send you the downloads for that. And these will really lay out the foundational concepts and understanding that you need to be able to start understanding Vedic astrology, so you can start learning your chart and eventually be able to start studying others and helping them along this process as well. So thank you for tuning in, guys. I appreciate you as always, and I will see you guys next time.